must be our goal and our guide. And all that we strive for as a human family, dignity and hope, progress and prosperity, depends on peace. But peace depends on us.
Over the past few months, there has been a lot of discussion about the origins of COVID-19. All preparations have been finalized, and WHO experts will be traveling to China this weekend to prepare scientific plans with their Chinese counterparts for identifying the zoonotic sources of the disease. The experts will develop the scope and terms of reference for a WHO-led international mission. The mission objective is to advance the understanding of animal hosts for COVID-19 and ascertain how the disease jumped between animals and humans.
China's cover-up of the Wuhan virus allowed the disease to spread all over the world, instigating a global pandemic that has cost more than 100,000 American lives and over 1 million lives worldwide. Chinese officials ignored their reporting obligations to the World Health Organization and pressured the World Health Organization to mislead the world when the virus was first discovered by Chinese authorities. China has total control over the World Health Organization, despite only paying $40 million per year, compared to what the United States has been paying, which is approximately $450 million a year. Because they have failed to make the requested and greatly needed reforms, we will be today terminating our relationship with the World Health Organization and redirecting those funds to other worldwide and deserving urgent global public health needs.
To beat the COVID-19 pandemic and ensure that essential health services for diseases like HIV continue, we cannot afford any divisions. I will say it again. National unity and global solidarity are important more than ever before to defeat a common enemy, a virus that has taken the world hostage. This is our only road out of this pandemic. I repeat, national unity and solidarity. I thank you.
Just bring us up to speed with what it is that you are seeing and hearing there, Pam.
We are on the outskirts of Pretoria, the country's capital. Earlier on, the MEC for Health in Gauteng, Dr. Bandile Masuku, was here. This is one of the sites that is being prepared should the need arise for it to be used for those who would have died of COVID-19. I'm going to ask my colleague to show you the wide of this site. It has a capacity of about 24,000 grave sites, according to MEC Bandile Masuku. He says the biggest burial site is being prepared somewhere in Johannesburg, which is the hardest hit in Gauteng, as the province is set to become the epicenter of COVID-19 in the country. The numbers are increasing. It's got the highest number of active cases, and officials and authorities here are worried about that. Earlier on, there were people who were working here digging the graves. They are on a lunch break now. They will come back later to continue working because authorities say they want to be prepared. This is just a precautionary measure. They are trying to be proactive. They don't want to be caught off guard should the need arise, and they need more burial sites. But Health MEC Bandile Masuku, earlier on speaking somewhere in Johannesburg, said they have about 1.5 million active burial sites that they can easily access and use should the need arise. Let's listen to what he said earlier on about that.
We are preparing over 1.5 million grave sites, and it's an uncomfortable discussion. You know, as a medical practitioner, it also becomes not something of my great topics, but it's reality that we need to deal with, and we need to be prepared, you know, and with all what is said, it's important that we remind our public that it still remains our responsibility to make sure that we don't get there.
Whoever heeds discipline shows the way to life. But whoever ignores correction leads others astray. That is in the Bible, Proverbs 10-17. The reason I am quoting this verse, fellow Kenyans, is because the figures that we are hearing today are a clear demonstration that things are not getting better. And people who are telling others that things are better are lying to them. And somehow, somewhere along the line, we seem to have come to the conclusion as a society that things have gone back to normal. Today's figures show things are far, far from normal. Things are very challenging. And those who are exhibiting the indiscipline that I've referred to, leading others astray, are becoming a common phenomenon.
The government of the Republic of Kenya has made efforts, concerted guidelines, and put it out to the public of the Republic of Kenya and the citizens of Kenya. Looking at the trend of what is happening and the events that are shaping around the modeling and the sample modeling of, and a comparison with other states in the world, globally, Kenya has done very well. But there seems to be a culture of sliding back, a culture where people want to go back to their old habits. What destroys such an exercise? What brings it to a situation where people need to understand that it is not gone yet, it is here. The virus is here, is with us, is an invisible enemy. An invisible enemy for the people of Kenya to understand that they must help themselves, not help the government, but help themselves to fight the enemy. If we don't unite to fight the enemy, if we slide back to our habits, our behaviors, our eating pattern, our socializing pattern, our praying pattern, our stigma, fear, complacency, impunity, these are the things that are letting down Kenya and most of the parts of Africa. It is therefore my opinion, and our opinion, and the opinion of many other people who are at the forefront in fighting this disease, that the people of Kenya stand firm against the few individuals who are violating the regulations, the guidelines, the restrictions that the government has put in place. Your failure to agree or to abide by these regulations might force the government to take more drastic measures that we might not know because we are not part and parcel of the government. But as the media, we sound what the government has said. Failure to adhere to these principles and guidelines could increase the multiplication or multiply the disease, reproduce the disease in the community. The cases of Isli, the cases of Mombasa, Majengo, where people still eat food in one common place as if they don't know what social distancing is. Such acts, barbaric acts, when you have been actually given the guidelines that this disease enjoys where there is company of being together, that this disease kills when you shake hands, that this disease kills. When you cough without covering your arm, with the arm, that this disease can kill. If you sit in a car with a person who is either a silent carrier, a passive carrier, or an active carrier, it is up to you, the people and the citizens of the country of Kenya, to adhere to Mutahi Kagwe, to listen to the Minister of Health. The cries are not very far. We know the situation might be difficult, and many people are talking of returning to work. I can see many cars in Nairobi streets, plenty of them coming back and the traffic jam building, which is a sign that people have returned again to work. But is it the time to do so? It is up to you as a citizen. The legacy trend, therefore, myself and other people want to call upon you to desist, to deny these few people who break the curfew, who drink in estates, who break the restrictions, who ferry people, who sleep locked up in a house of about 50 people, who eat badly, who fail to wash hands, that there is no room for complacency, because virus COVID-19 does not choose whom to attack, does not tell you how to attack. It attacks you when you fail to listen to the instructions and the guidelines that the government of the Republic of Kenya has put in place. God bless Kenya.
Ni vipi tutaepuka ili janga la korona, maana kote duniani linazidi kusambaa, ni wengi wametuacha.
Yo guys, it's your boy DJ Euphoric here. So sad coronavirus is here with us. Na sisi wase tunaishi na disability, we have to make sure maze to protect ourselves. Clean your assistive devices, especially those parts that zina come in contact with your body, kama armrests, brakes and wheel rims. Disinfect using the approved disinfectants from the Ministry of Health.
Sanitize, osha vizuri mikono yako. Quarantine and it's gonna be alright.
Hi, my name is Christine Enrico. I'm a mother to Elsa Wanjiko. Elsa Wanjiko has a special need. She has cerebral palsy. During this time of COVID-19, everybody is feeling anxious and fearful. As a mother of child with special need, I'd like to encourage all mothers and caregivers that we follow the government directives of wearing a mask every time we leave our houses, wash our hands with clean running water, we sanitize our hands, and also sanitize the equipment that our child uses, like the wheelchair, whenever we want to take them out. And whenever we want to take our children out for a walk, we should put them on mask and also put ourselves on mask. Stay safe. Komesha corona.
Hi guys, my name is Maureen Dinda, and amidst this coronavirus pandemic, I'd like to urge everyone, including people with disabilities, to always wear masks in public and to maintain social distancing and use of sanitizers. To the people with albinism, I'd like to tell you that use of sanitizers has no effect or harm on your skin, so don't get afraid. Stay at home, stay safe. Komesha corona.
Niaje watu wangu wa nguvu, hapa mimi naitwa Deno. Ningependa kuwashow kwamba corona si mzaha. Corona iko bana. Corona iko kwa neighborhood. Manze jaribu kaa home. Na kama iwezekani lazima utoke nje kama mimi. Make sure uko kwa mask. Make sure unawea hiyo mask kila mahali. Kwanza sana ukiwa in a public place. Make sure uko kwa mask vizuri sana. Na kama unatumia guide kama mimi, make sure umemhold hapa kwa shoulder. kwa sababu huwezi mhold kwa elbow, kwa sababu hapo ndipo tunatumia kusneeze. Sasa make sure that ume stay safe, make sure that ume sanitize. Corona ni real manze, cheza clean.
Tuepuke makundi, sura sishiki misi na budi, tusisambaze hivi virusi.
Hello friends, my name is Ben. I'd like to urge my friends, especially the deaf community, that we follow the guidelines given by the government in these times of corona. Don't forget, wash your hands with clean running water. Also, use masks when in public. If you don't have water, make sure you sanitize your hands. Also, keep social distance. Together, we can win corona. Stay safe, stay at home.
Epuka corona. Sanitize, osha vizuri mikono yako. Epuka corona. Quarantine and it's gonna be alright. Epuka corona. Sanitize, osha vizuri mikono yako. Epuka corona. Quarantine and it's gonna be alright. Epuka corona.
Over the past few months, there has been a lot of discussion about the origins of COVID-19. All preparations have been finalized, and WHO experts will be traveling to China this weekend to prepare scientific plans with their Chinese counterparts for identifying the zoonotic sources of the disease. The experts will develop the scope and terms of reference for a WHO-led international mission. The mission objective is to advance the understanding of animal hosts for COVID-19 and ascertain how the disease jumped between animals and humans.
China's cover-up of the Wuhan virus allowed the disease to spread all over the world, instigating a global pandemic that has cost more than 100,000 American lives and over 1 million lives worldwide. China global
and in HIV continue virus brought out national unity.
The topic is your command of World Gizito. He used to be very active, but I think when he entered the parliament, he hasn't even said one word. Arama, I don't even know him. I've seen him now here. Is he from Nakuru? Someplace, Nakuru West, or Nakuru something. George Aranda, yes. There's nothing he says. He only appears when Raila appears. So, but he won a constituency. So, Miro Jambo is active. Sankok is active. Ladama Olekina is active. Sophie Abdino, those are active people. They speak at least. But the MPs are saying, it's not only that job they are supposed to do. They also do oversight in the constituency. I have not seen any oversight that they talk about. But it is a very shameful list that the man who shouts, who insults Kenyatta from morning to evening, is the same man now who is number last on our list. It's very shameful. Back to you, Miriam.
All right, there we go. And then we turn to the next paper, and that is the Daily Nation. Schools to refund fees paid in advance, and President Kenyatta closed all schools in March 15th, 4 weeks to the scheduled end of first term on April 10th to protect the lives of learners and teachers. And now there seems to be a reprieve. Now parents who had paid for second and third terms will either get back their cash or have fees credited to next year when schools are expected to begin the academic year afresh. So there has been some concern about some parents who had already paid school fees for the whole academic year, and then that was disrupted. But the Minister of Education there, CS Magoha, said you can either get your money back or talk to your school, and next year your child, will have to just go through that. You will not have to pay for next year, which I think that is something that parents can work out with the respective schools.
Yeah, as long as our children are not in school.
Yes, that is what is important.
I'm very happy.
Yes, Doctor.
I am very happy. Anything to do with money you can lose, but you cannot manufacture a child. Please. Mm-hmm. So money can go. Who knows, maybe God who brought Corona as another way of bringing something that will please the world. So you wait. You can negotiate about the money, but not the child, not the life of the child. No. That one is a good story. The same story arrives of Ruto on the outside. We have talked about that. And then, I don't know what is more, another important thing. Galana Karulu.
Yes, I've seen it, yes.
We talked yesterday, and the government sent some people there on spot check. That's very good. The CS for internal security, internal is resurrect and make this thing project workable. That is check on the project, give an evaluation, assessment, appraisal. How much can we do now in 739 and 43 days? I keep on counting these days every day for the sake of the legacy, to remind the people that we don't have much time. We have 743 days. Soon we shall be counting less than 700 in 1 month's time to come. So here we are.
And what
we need a legacy. Yes.
And what we're just learning from this story, Doctor, is that the project currently is 85% done. So I think and teachers are ride out the virus. We see their public school teachers there for suffering a lot. Private lunches, as we have. All right.
Yeah.
And on the side there, I see as
that is, I told you, politics of is when in 2020 it's impossible unless that candidate Baba was chosen. Yes, by miracle. And you can see even the ODM very good votes in that same place. He managed to convince because he has a to go and he has to say, I can't believe try. But for me, return to say bye-bye.
Interfaith Council.